Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. How you doing? How you been? Happy Halloween, happy horror season. Welcome back to another video. So today, I'm going to be talking about some urban legends and possibly some folklore and what anime shows that I will be watching during Halloween or, during the rest of fall. So, we all know urban legends like the Boogeyman, Slender Man, and of course, Papa Legba, Candyman, and we also know the urban legend of Bloody Mary. Now, all these urban legends, folklore, creepypastas sound very interesting, and it's nice. But I want to talk about some other urban legends or folklore that probably nobody really knows about. Now, like I said, you guys, I've done a lot of research. Some of the folklore or urban legends, some of them are true and some of them are not. They're just made up. And some of them are just like creepypasta. So, if you guys have ever seen like the Five Nights at Freddy movie, that movie is actually based off of like the Five Nights at Freddy, like robots in Chuck E. Cheese. The urban legend is that they actually do come to life at night, or actual like kids that have died there, their souls are stuck there. Now, I don't know how true this is. I believe it's just another urban legend or folklore, but if you have ever seen the movie, which this is based off of, you should know what I'm talking about. To me, personally, I think it has to be like some sort of urban legend or folklore, because if a child's body was trapped inside one of those things, don't you think they would have noticed something wrong with the machines, or they would have smelled like a dead body somewhere? But yeah, like Freddy Fazbear, Five Nights at Freddy's, I think it's just another urban legend somebody came up with. Also, guys, you don't like my shirt? It's a ghost face button-up shirt. I got this from the men's section, and they were only $2 at Walmart. So go to your local Walmart and see what they have as far as like Halloween shirts. It's a button-up, but I wear my button-up shirts unbuttoned. So yeah, Five Nights at Freddy's. That movie is based off of that urban legend. If you've ever seen that movie or heard of it, I have seen it. So, another urban legend or folklore is the witching hour. The witching hour, again, I don't know how true this is. You guys let me know if you think it's true. The witching hour or devil's hour, or like 3 o'clock in the morning, or like 666, is considered the devil's hour or the witching hour, which is where, all the horrifying, spooky shit comes out at night. You are not going to catch my ass up at 3 o'clock in the morning or 6 o'clock in the morning trying to summon Satan, because number one, I don't mess with the paranormal, y'all. I don't mess with the paranormal. I believe in it. I will not mess with it because I have common sense. I have seen way too many people on YouTube doing stupid shit when it comes to the paranormal, and nothing ever goes the way you think it does. I am not going to be one of those people, okay? So, like I said, I don't know how true this is. It could be just based off of urban legend or folklore. Another folklore is Hachisakusuma, also known as the 8-foot tall woman. This is a Japanese urban legend or folklore, but it is to believe to be based off of a true story of a woman who got her mouth slit from here to here because she was married to a samurai. And she was allegedly cheating on him with another man. And so he decided to slice her mouth open here to here into this creepy looking smile. So, for centuries, she walks the earth trying to ask people a question. That question is, do you think I'm pretty? And if you say no or yes, chances are you already sealed your fate. You're gonna die. She's gonna kill you. However, if you say so, that's gonna throw her off and it will give you enough time to get away from this woman. Yeah, I am so sorry. I'm talking about the slit mouth woman, not the 8 foot tall woman. Wow. I am so sorry. That was my fault. The slit mouth woman, whom I just, talked about her story and all that. But, yeah. If you catch her off guard by saying so, that'll give you enough time to get away from this slit mouth woman. Because she is seen as a beautiful woman in person if you've ever come across her. And she's wearing a trench coat and a face mask. But if you ask her if she, asks you a question, if she's pretty, and if you say yes, and if you reveal the mask, and if she takes off the mask, she reveals her, slit mouth, which in itself sounds very creepy. I don't want to run into something like that ever when I do go to Japan. I don't want to see that. That sounds fucking creepy. So, urban legend, slit mouth woman. Now the Hachisaku-sama, the 8 foot tall woman, is an 8 foot tall woman, meaning she's like 8 feet tall, so she's a lot taller than me. She will confuse people, and she has this like this tet 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 sound that she makes. She's an 8 foot tall woman. And if you see her or if you hear that noise, you should probably escape as soon as possible. I've even heard of people leaving Japan because of this urban legend, folklore. Again, I'm not sure how true it is, but if you place 4 bowls in each corner and you pray and kneel before a Buddha, and you have to pretty much stay up all night until 7 o'clock in the morning, then you will never see the 8 foot woman again. However, if you fail, chances are your fate has been sealed. And that right there is scary as hell. Y'all, I don't ever want to run into these urban legends or folklore when I do travel to Japan, because Japan is on my bucket list. I want to go to Okinawa, Osaka, and Tokyo. I want to learn more urban legends and folklore. So, what's another one I can tell you guys? Now, this one is about a crooked man. This one's called the Crooked Man. The Crooked Man is a man who lives in a crooked house, has a crooked back, and like a crooked smile. And they actually featured him in like the Conjuring movies. There's a lot of like folklore and urban legends in the Conjuring movies, if you've ever seen them. And the Crooked Man is one of them. The Crooked Man It's like some folk legend or urban legend or folklore about a crooked man who lived in a crooked house. He had a pet mouse, but then he didn't want to be crooked anymore, so unfortunately he unalived himself. And now he walks the earth just lonely and unhappy. Um, if you've seen the Conjuring movies, they do show him in a very creepy ass way. He has like small, like black eyes and razor sharp teeth. Like that shit is so damn creepy to me. Yeah. So Crooked Man, he to me he seems like a lonely man, like a lonely human being, where he doesn't want to be alone. But yeah, y'all. So Crooked Man, creepy as shit. There are a lot of urban legends and folklore in the Conjuring movies. I don't know how true they are. They could be true. Some of them could be not not true. But again, it's all just based off of like an urban legend or just folklore or folk tales. But if you have ever seen the Conjuring movies, they do feature that a lot in the movies. All right, so there is an urban legend about. Actually, no, this isn't an urban legend. This is more of like creepy encounters with like creatures. This one is about skin skinwalkers. Now, if you've heard of Skinwalker Ranch, you should know about skinwalkers. Skinwalkers, they very do. I believe skinwalkers exist. They're like grayish looking. They're almost like humans, but they're not actually humans. They're some form of grayish looking creatures with glowing eyes. And they're good at mimicking people that is close to you or mimicking your voice. They're trying to lure you into a trap so they could kill you. If you've ever came across a skinwalker, or if you've actually seen one, or if you've heard of a skinwalker or Skinwalker Ranch, a lot of people have had real encounters with skinwalkers. I've never had an encounter with one. I don't even know if you could find any where I live. You probably can't, but you know, just being out at night, if you've ever seen one or come across one, it's very fucking scary and terrifying. And I hope I never come across a skinwalker in my life. Yes, I believe that there are creatures out there that we cannot explain, and skinwalkers is one of those creatures. I believe in the Yeti and Bigfoot. People have had, I guess real life encounters with the Bigfoot or the Yeti. Yeah, guys. So those are some urban legends, folklore, or like a Freddy Fazbear, Five Nights at Freddy's. That was more like a creepypasta, but I wanted to include that in here. I'm not a fan of creepypastas, but I just wanted to include that in the video. So that's going to be it for my urban legends / folklore. If I find any more, I will make another video on it. These are just ones that I don't hear a lot of people talk about. I hear mostly people talk about like Slender Man and Candyman and Bloody Mary and all that. Everybody knows about those, but I want to talk about ones that no one else is talking about. But yeah, so that's it for the video, you guys. Also, horror anime that I'm watching or currently watching or I will watch. I'm currently watching Hellsing and Hellsing Ultimate. Um, Another, I've heard of it, but I never actually watched it. I don't think it's something that I would watch. D. Gray Man, I think I'm gonna watch that one. I've heard of it, never actually watched it. Also, the summer Hikaru died, I will be watching that. I will be watching that. So, I do want to make a video about that too when I'm done watching it. Because I heard that it's pretty good. And anime does a good job on certain things. Like representation for queer people and queer people of color and people of different racial backgrounds and slice of life and real life issues and being funny and wholesome and cute and heartbreaking at the same time and real life stuff like Nana and Paradise Kiss. But anime, when it comes to horror anime, it's been lacking for years. And the summer Hikaru died, I think that's going to be like my number one favorite for this year of 2025. I don't know. Let me know if it came out this year or last year. I know that they're going to be announcing season 2, but I will be watching that. And I will let you guys know if I like it or not, if it's one of my favorites, if it's better than some of the other anime horror I've seen. Because horror anime has been slacking a lot. I haven't seen any that good in I don't know how long, but yeah, I might watch D. Gray Man. Who knows? I might watch it. I've heard of it. I don't know if it's something I'd be interested in. I might watch it. But I will be watching The Summer Hikaru Died. So I will see you guys in the next video. Happy horror season, happy Halloween. Stay true to yourself, be yourself. And if somebody tries to tell you to change, chances are they're jealous. So I will see you in the next video.